Very good afternoon, dear children. This is L.K. Tripathi here from LPM Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. Dear children, we have to discuss today about the changing map of democracy. As in previous discussion, we have discussed about the referendum, about the democratic government, about the kingship, about the rule of Pervez Musharraf in Pakistan. So many points were there in the previous discussion. We have discussed properly here. Again, some important points I would like to repeat about the referendum. What is referendum? This is very important for you to know. A referendum is a direct vote in which the entire electorate is asked to either accept or reject a particular proposal. It may be adoption of a new constitution, a law, or a specific governmental policy. You can say in simple word, a referendum is such electoral process in which the opinion of people is taken. This is a kind of election. From this type of electoral process, the people of entire world, the people of other nation, including the nation, want to know the people of the country are really in the favor of government or not. If in referendum the majority is not obtained by the working government, it is thought that people don't like the sitting government. People refuse the policy and other governmental strategy in the country. So this is a referendum about the rule of monarchical system that is undemocratic. We have seen many examples including Nepal, Saudi Arabia, China, North Korea, Jordan. Many countries are there. They are ruled undemocratically. There is either autocracy or monarchical system. In the same way, one more example is there of Pakistan. That was the rule of Pervez Musharraf. Pervez Musharraf was actually the general of army, and undemocratically he occupied the power of Pakistan. Pervez Musharraf came to power in Pakistan by a military coup in October 1999. In October 1999, he led a military coup to overthrow a democratically elected government and declared himself the chief executive of the country. As in previous discussion, you have seen clearly. This is the story of September 1999. And same thing, a referendum was held in the country in 2002. It granted Pervez Musharraf 5-year extension as president. ये प्रेसिडेंट वहाँ के बन गए परवेज़ मुशर्रफ जनरल से, और जो वहाँ पर रेफरेंडम हुआ, जो जनमत हुआ, उसमें उनको मेजॉरिटी मिली और 5 साल का फॉर फर्दर 5-year एक्सटेंशन फॉर द प्रेसिडेंट ही वाज कंटिन्यू. लेकिन it is also believed that the referendum was not fair and independent. Forcefully it was held in the country, and by the force he got majority in Pakistan. And after became the president of Pakistan, Pervez Musharraf issued the legal framework order in Pakistan. It means this legal framework empowered him to dismiss the national और provincial assemblies. उनके पास शक्ति आ गई इससे जो लीगल फ्रेमवर्क उन्होंने कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में जो उन्होंने संशोधन किया, जो वहाँ पर बदलाव लाया, उसके द्वारा उन्होंने इशू कराया कि प्रेसिडेंट के पास किसी भी प्रोविंशियल असेंबली को या नेशनल असेंबली को उसको डिजॉल्व करने की शक्ति प्रेसिडेंट को होगी. ये दिस वाज अनडेमोक्रेटिक एंड अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल. तो इन दिस वे many things we have seen in the previous discussion and videos. The new topic we have, that is the changing map of democracy. What is this? We have to discuss this. After that, the conclusion will come out. 20th century was full of the kind of stories we have read above. Stories of transition to democracy, military coups, of struggles of the people to bring back democracy. Was there a pattern to these stories that recall both the march toward democracy and the setbacks to democracy? Let us use the basic features we noted earlier and identified democracies among different countries of the world. This is what the three maps shown here do. Take a look at these three maps below and find out it. There was a pattern in the way democracies have evolved in the 20th century. Meant to say that many types of democratic and undemocratic government was studied, and we have found a lot of differences in the form of democracy and form of government. Some maps are given below. These maps will give us some ideas about the democracy running in 20th century. The first map depicts the countries that were democratic in 1950. 1950 में सब कुछ ऐसी कंट्रीज थी जो मैप में आपके दिया हुआ है. मैप को जब रीड करेंगे तो आपको एग्जैक्ट चीज़ें पता चल जाएंगी. These countries were democratic during 1950. A few years after the end of the Second World War, ठीक सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वार के ख़त्म होने से कुछ साल पहले, जैसे सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वार 1939 से 1945 तक ये कंटिन्यू रहा. उसके बाद से कुछ कंट्रीज इंडिपेंडेंट हुई, जिसमें इंडिया भी एक था. दिस मैप आल्सो shows countries from this set that had already become democratic by 1900. Some countries were there given in the map also during 1900, means earlier before starting Second World War. The second map presents a picture of democratic regimes in 1975. In second picture, we will find that many countries are there in the world. They were democratic and assumed the power in 1975 with proper democracy. After most of the colonies had gained independence, many countries were there. They freed from the colonial rule. मीन्स कॉलोनियल रूल मीन्स जो ब्रिटेन की कॉलोनीज थी, फ्रांस की कॉलोनी थी, वो वहाँ से मुक्त हुई, इंडिपेंडेंट हुई और अपनी खुद की सरकारें वहाँ पर काम करने लगी. फाइनली वी टेक another leap and look democracies in the year 2000 at the beginning of the 21st centuries. After that, the scenario of democracies in the year 2000, that was marked the beginning of 21st century. किस तरह की डेमोक्रेसी 2000 के बाद प्रोमिनेंस में आई, ये हम यहाँ से जानेंगे. As we look at these maps, let us ask ourselves some questions. First, we have to see the map and we ourselves have to create some questions, to ask some question to ourselves. How has democracy marched through the 20th century? किस तरह की डेमोक्रेसी 20th सेंचुरी में आई? इज देयर ए क्लियर पैटर्न ऑफ एक्सपेंशन? क्या इसका जो भी विस्तार था वो क्लियर था, क्लियर पैटर्न पर आधारित था? व्हेन डिड द एक्सपेंशन टेक प्लेस? और इसका एक्सपेंशन कब आया जो है हमारे विश्व में? इन विच रीजन्स? किस रीजन में, किस पार्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड में? अब हम देखते हैं मैप. फर्स्ट पॉइंट, फर्स्ट डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट्स इन 1900 to 1950. Some countries were there democratic in a earlier period of 19th century and up till 1950. यहाँ इसका क्या था, ये मैप शो करता है, वर्ल्ड मैप है. हियर वी शैल फाइंड सम कंट्रीज ऑफ एशिया, अफ्रीका, नॉर्थ अमेरिका, साउथ अमेरिका, यूरोप. तो फर्स्ट द हाईलाइटेड कंट्रीज आर देयर. दे बिकेम इंडिपेंडेंट in 1900 to 1950. So first example we are going to take of our country, India. India became free from colonies in 1947. In Africa, some countries are there, that is South Africa and Guyana, Zimbabwe, and here Zaire. These are some countries became independent during 1900 to 1950. In the part of North America, more than 13 countries were the colonies in the hand of Britain and earlier in the hand of France. They also became free from the colonial rule. Same condition was there in South America. The entire part of South America freed from the colony and became independent during 1950. In this way, on the basis of these maps, identify up to 3 countries that were democratic in these continents for the given years and make a table as given below. इसमें से 3 ऐसी कंट्रीज़ हैं अफ्रीका में, एशिया में, यूरोप में, लैटिन अमेरिका में कि जो फ्री हुई। इन तीनों के नाम इसमें नेम्स को आपको इंसर्ट करने हैं। 3 नाम इसको एटलीस्ट देने हैं। इसमें 3 कंट्रीज़ अफ्रीका में कौन सी थी जो कंट्रीज़ फ्री हुई 1950 में, 1975 में, 2000 में। सेम थिंग इन एशिया आल्सो कौन सी ऐसी कंट्रीज़ थी जो इस ईयर में फ्री हुई यूरोप में, लैटिन अमेरिका में। ये इसको आप अप्रोप्रिएटली भरेंगे। और इसको जिसको समझ में नहीं आएगा, स्कूल जब फिजिकल क्लास चलेगी with presence of all the students, the teacher myself will complete the column properly. But till then, because many students are not connected to our online classes, so those who are connected from online classes, they have to do this column in their assignment, home assignment. Fill it in your book using pencil. After that, the teacher will clarify the answer and will try to solve it in presence of all the students. Let us summarize the main points that emerge from a reading of these maps. You need to go back to the maps to answer the question that comes after each point. What is that? Democracy has expanded throughout the 20th century. Is it correct to say that at each point in these maps, the number of democratic countries is larger than at the previous point in time? Point number 2, democracy did not spread evenly in all parts of the world. It is established first in some regions and then spread to other regions. Which continents in the world had a large number of democracies in 1900 and 1950, and which continents did not have almost any? While a majority of countries are democratic today, there are still large parts of the world that are not democratic. Which regions in the world account for most of the countries that were not democracies in 2000? All these some points and questions. The answer of these points you have to find out. So don't worry, all the answer will be received properly and easily by your teacher. Till then, you practice yourself and try to give the answer of these questions. All the answers have been given inside the book which you have just got through the explanation. Next discussion will be taking place in the next video. Till then, goodbye.